I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars Mystery Shopping Report. Mystery shop of Schumacher Buick. I arrived in the evening and walked around inside for about 8 minutes before finally someone to assist me. I made a note when I read the report. It's a seller's market, boys and girls. When you go in to buy a car today, they're not going to be hanging out in front in I used to call them a wolf pack, waiting for you to come in and spring on you, because these the car dealers and the car salespeople, they're selling all the cars they can, and they're making a lot of money. The salespeople are making record commissions. Car dealers are making record profits. So it's going to be interesting. The only good news about that, you're going to pay a lot of money for the car because they're going to charge you all they can get. But the good news is you're not going to be rushed and smothered and pressured as much as you normally would be. So in this case here, Agent Lightning had to wait 8 minutes before finally someone inside the dealership would talk to her. After asking if anyone was available to help me purchase a car that evening, two individuals approached me with a smile. One of them asked, "What are you looking for today?" I explained, well, I had a Highlander on order for over a year, and I was hoping to find something similar, but sooner. Specifically, I'm interested in a hybrid model. Now, this is a good scenario, and Agent Lightning chose that wisely because this is true. This is what's happening. You hear people call this show. People are waiting months and even over a year to buy a car. People get tired of waiting, and the power of that new car seizes them, and they say, "I can't wait any longer. I have to have one," and they wander in, and this is where you have to be careful when you wander in, and that's what Agent Lightning then wandered in to Schumacher Buick. Alonzo, one of the individuals, responded, "Unfortunately, we don't currently have any hybrid vehicles in stock. We have only gas or electric options. Also, none of our brands offer hybrids at the moment. Although we do have a stunning H2 Hummer. It's not available for immediate sale, it can only be ordered." Expressing my desire to explore the available options to take home that day, I suggested to Alonzo that we step outside and he could show me the various brands of 7-passenger SUVs. I followed him and ultimately decided on the Buick Enclave in a sage metallic color. However, I noticed the car did not have a window sticker. Uh-oh. When I pointed this out, Alonzo seemed unsure why it was missing, but assured me that we could go back inside where we would print a new one for me along with the price. Back at his desk, Alonzo collected my information, printed a window sheet. The MSRP was $53,640. He got up and said that he would return shortly with a price sheet. After waiting about 5 minutes, the sales manager approached me and introduced himself. Unfortunately, I didn't get your name. He suggested, before you discuss the price, I think it's important for you to take the vehicle for a test drive. Here we actually have the sales manager suggesting the test drive because it's very important to sell the car. You want the customer to smell it, love it, have to have it. Buying cars is a very emotional thing, and the test drive is a key in selling. It's also one of the rare things that both sides should believe in. You as a buyer should not buy a car if you can possibly test drive it. And as I discussed earlier in the show, it's easier said than done now with the car shortage. But if you can, rent a car or find a car somewhere that's the car you're going to be buying and drive it. It's very, very important before you make a decision. Alonzo came back with the keys, led me outside, and instructed me to wait while he brought the car around. As he parked it and I approached the driver's door, he informed me this particular Enclave is a demo model and has 5,400 miles on it. This was the first time I became aware that it was a demo. Now, most of you already know this, but demos aren't necessarily really demos. Demos are cars that have mileage on it, and demo is a shorthand expression. Sometimes they are demonstrated, but I doubt very seriously if this Buick Enclave had literally been demonstrated up to 5,400 miles. It was probably a salesman's driver, a manager's driver. It might have been a service loaner. For whatever happened, it had miles on it. Alonzo assured me that it still had a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, which is true. They will extend on cars that have the manufacturer's certificate of origin and have not been titled. The manufacturers will extend the warranty to allow for the mileage that's on the car you saw. Went for a brief test drive around North Lake Boulevard. That's North Palm Beach area in Florida. But returning to the dealership, we found the showroom doors were locked. Oh my God. A sales manager promptly came over, unlocked the doors, guided us back to Alonzo's desk. Alonzo excused himself briefly to retrieve a printout for me. When he returned, he handed me the sales worksheet and went over the numbers with me. The market value selling price, in quotes, was $48,000, which amounted to a discount of $5,640. They added a $39 private tag agency fee, $379 in taxable fees, which are not legitimate, and a $995 service, we call it junk fee, dealer fee, whatever you want to call it. Out the door, I was at $52,431. While examining the price, I noticed that the worksheet indicated the Enclave had only 2,000 miles. This contradicted the odometer reading, was 5,400 miles. Carelessness. At that moment, the used car sales manager approached us and explained that they had heavily discounted the vehicle due to the 2,000 miles. I pointed out, actually, it has 5,400 miles on it. Would it be possible to negotiate the price further? You know what happens to these cars if you just like a little insider thing? Anything with gas on it and a car dealership is prone to be driven. Salespeople take them home. Anybody takes them home. People are looking for cars with gas in them, and they drive them, and miles get put on them. They call it a demo, but that makes it sound good. Or maybe an executive car. That even sounds better. But it's a car that's been laying around for a while, and probably everybody's been driving the car. Johan asked me to suggest a specific price, to which I replied, a few thousand more. He responded that they might be able to lower it by a few hundred more, but that would be the extent of the adjustment. I thanked him for his honesty and stated that I would need some time to consider it before getting back to him. He handed me the worksheet and asked if I had any additional questions. I said no, and I took my leave. So basically, there you have it. Well, we got a vote. We'll go around and...
I'm going to give them a B.
I'm going to say a B.
I give them a C minus.
I'm going to go with a C. Schumacher most of their stores are pretty decent. Most of his stores are recommended. I don't think Schumacher, probably got, what, a dozen stores in this area?
Something like that, yeah.
And I think they're all on the recommended list. So we know the dealer personally. He's a good guy. And he's got too many stores, so he can't stay on top of them all. But that's true for all dealers that have multiple stores. So I'll go with a C. Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button and the bell icon in the lower right-hand side of the screen.